Hello, freaks and freakettes. I am here with Burnside.
Greetings, motherfuckers.
And the next 6 minutes.
I'm watching Aluminum Dominoes.
And we were thinking about doing a stream earlier, and I had a migraine, but I'm hungry and I'm on a diabetic diet, so I'm not allowed to fucking eat what I want. So we're going to talk food.
Food.
So one of the things I know Burnside wants me to make when I go either to Chicago or more is the lemon pepper garlic chicken Alfredo.
That sounds pretty good. Lemon pepper is one of my favorite go-tos in the wintertime.
Now, what I do is I take that chicken, I thaw it out, I cut it up into itty bitty little pieces, and then I take lemon pepper, or if I'm really feeling authentic, I get actual lemon juice and fresh cracked pepper, put it all into a bag, and marinate it for at least 2 hours, because the lemon will cook the chicken otherwise. And then I get my Alfredo sauce and my fettuccine noodles all al dente. And I also cut up that lemon and I pan fry the chicken a little bit after baking it. And then I toss those lemons on top and cook them a little bit. And then serve it up on top of the sauced noodles and on the chicken. And of course I crack a little bit of extra black pepper on there.
That sounds pretty good.
Tasty, man.
Is your mouth watering yet, Mr. B?
I do something similar, but the thing that I do is I get what's called a carnitas cut. It's like a really cheap pork cut. You can get these rather large chunks, and I bake them at, what was it, like 425 for about, I want to say, roughly 40 minutes. That's enough to cook the meat. Well, first I cube it into like 1-inch cubes. It's enough to render the fat off the meat and cook the meat all the way through. All the while I'm cooking a pot of barley that has some olive oil, a little bit of lemon zest, some cracked pepper, and when the carnitas is fully cooked, I pour out the fat that's collected in the pan into the barley, and if it depends on what I'm feeling like, I may just leave the pork as is. Sometimes I break it down a little further to make the bites bite size.
It doesn't make any sense. And why would you think Roman want to cure cancer?
If I happen to have some of that the Himalayan salt laying around, I'll use that. If not, just like regular sea salt.
Oh, that's good stuff. Himalayan sea salt's really tasty on meat.
Yeah, I got some of this Korean sea salt from this little Oriental little market that I go to sometimes. It's not too far away from it. It's like about maybe 15-20 minute drive. to get to it. They got some really cool stuff in there. They usually have like a pretty decent variety of sea salts.
Trying to get my friend Benji to come and at least be in the chat. I have no one in the chat.
Ouch. So we got a nothing burger already?
So what happened to Nightcrow?
I just sent him the link in a tweet.
I sent him a message.
So I'm watching this video. This guy's making this these aluminum printed dominoes, and I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't have the sound on, so I can't tell exactly what he's saying. But right now, he's mixing up the green sand. But he 3D printed some weird apparatus. I don't know what its purpose for. I can only assume it's some kind of carrying case for the dominoes itself. So he's going to make a cast aluminum case for his dominoes, and then he's going to print the dominoes. So I guess he's really, really gilding the lily as far as the process goes. This video is like 16 minutes long, so I assume he's doing a lot of other shit before he's actually getting to the things, because nothing he's got going on right now looks like dominoes. I mean, it looks like two like C brackets and some kind of weird long thing. He's mixing up some of that sand that hardens up when you put CO2 through it. I can't remember what the stuff is called for the life of me, but yeah, it has it cures kind of like concrete when you blow CO2 through it.
It's interesting.
Anyhow,
so Burnside, talk about a meal you would cook.
There's one thing I can cook really well, other than chicken. And this actually was something I came up with when I worked with this name. It's bell pepper and shrimp ramen. I take some angel hair pasta, I boil the fucking shit out of it, and I take bell peppers, I chop them up, I put them in there with them, and I'll either pan fry and cook the shrimp, or I'll toss them in and boil them after I take the tails off. And then once I'm done with it, I'll add some sweet and sour soy sauce to it once I strain it partially. It's pretty tasty.
I love shrimp dish.
Well, if you like shrimp, this is something you definitely love to have. Especially with the sweet and sour, it adds a nice little taste to it.
Hey, hold up, wait, hold up. Want to knock out? I can knock you out.
Okay, I'm watching this. For a second there, he wasn't doing anything about like the CO2 injection, but it looks like he's doing it now. He's got this plastic cup. I can only assume he's blowing CO2 through it to make it hard. Okay, yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah. For a second there, I was kind of afraid he was just making regular green sand in a really unorthodox way.
Good morning.
I separated the top and the bottom.
Interesting.
Still have not figured out what the hell this thing is supposed to be.
Ah, there's
It
my
ain't dominoes.
Benji.
No idea, man.
So I'll if you want me to, I can send you this video on Discord there, Burnside.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look at it.
Always wanted to be normal.
Did you finish talking about your food that you make?
I'll be dead in a week.
As far as what I can cook, yeah, 'cause that's, everyone already knows about my chicken. I talk about my fucking chicken I make all the time. So aside from that, that's really that and barbecue burgers and that's nothing too much special. It's just the general stuff that I can cook.
Oh damn! I think mine's a huge ass list
Yeah, what's going on?
of what I can cook.
Mine's ironically short.
Let's see.
One of the things that I make a lot is I cook a lot of chicken quarters. I get these big ass bags of chicken quarters from the supermarket. Like it's close to $6. It's between $5 and $6. And you get 10 or more, depending on weight and size, chicken quarters, and that renders a lot of chicken fat. So I end up with a lot of chicken fat. I end up making a lot of gravy.
Is a symptom of his condition. You understand, so that we can figure out how to treat it. Well,
Okay, so remember how we had the whole debate of bone in or bone out on chicken wings? My thing is I don't like, the reason why I like the bone out wings from Pizza Hut is I don't like the veins. The veins freak me out. So that's why when it comes to eating wings, if I can get bone out, that's what I do. And I know it's chicken breast. I don't care.
Okay.
But when it comes to making like chicken and dumplings, chicken and rice, matter of fact, for a lot of Chinese food, they use dark meat chicken. So that's when I get the already frozen bone out chicken quarters. Or thighs and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, actually, the reason that I rarely get white meat because it doesn't feel as flavorful. Well, it doesn't taste as flavorful. In my opinion.
No. For me, when it comes to cooking white meat, if I'm using it instead of dark meat, because let's say I don't have any money and all I have is white meat, I will actually get chicken stock because that's what I buy. I don't buy chicken broth. I buy chicken stock. It's got more of the chicken to it. I buy that.
I can barely hear you, Tara. Are you really far away from your computer?
No, I'm outside having a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
So I get the chicken stock and I actually boil the cut up pieces of chicken breast in the stock so that it has more of a chicken flavor to it.
Okay.
If I don't have stock, I'll use chicken bouillon. Although that makes it salty as fuck.
I'm a bit of a salt tooth, so that's not a problem for me.
I mean, I can't make gravy. Like, I don't know how to burn the flour. So I will use beef bouillon and cook it up. So I make a beef broth, and then I take cornstarch and put some cold water in there, and I shake it up real good, and I slowly add it to the boiling broth and stir it in until it gets nice and thick, and then I add Kitchen Bouquet browning seasoning.
Okay.
To give it the nice dark color.
So whenever I make gravies, I tend to just to do like a simple roux.
What's a roux?
A roux sauce is well, the way I make it is that I use a clarified butter. Mm-hmm. I put the heat up just a bit, so whenever I throw some flour in there, it bubbles ever so. So yeah, and then I stir it rather vigorously until the flour mix starts to thicken a bit, and then I start adding I start slowly adding in either a chicken or a beef stock.
He suffered terrible
Well,
agony.
See, last time I tried to make homemade gravy with flour,
Yeah, I guess
I made beef flavored paste.
but the worst is knowing that there's always
Well, that's you probably didn't have enough beef stock.
the truly
No, and I was making
torture I have
cube steak.
prepared for you today, Sam.
That's actually something else I make really good, Burnside.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to end up with kind of a pasty sort of material whenever you're making gravy, if you don't have enough liquid going in.
And one thing my ex-husband did love about my cooking was that I would make spaghetti sauce, which is like 3 pounds of meat in it. That if we used it for sloppy joes the next day. And then there's my chili, which it has like 3 to 4 pounds of meat, kidney beans, chili beans. If I'm in the mood, I put some black beans in there. Some chili powder. I've put in taco powder before, and that actually turned out really well. And of course, I put in some really cheap spaghetti sauce. And I add, oregano, Italian seasoning, and cook it up in a crock pot.
First started hearing about him a couple of months back. How he was healing sick, curing the crazy. Naturally, I think something.
I'm glad I have Burnside's mouth watering because evidently it's watering a lot because he's not saying much.
I'm just thinking of this food.
Yeah. So I
Sounds tasty.
think I actually filmed one of my chili recipes, but I lost the footage, so I wasn't ever able to edit it in
There ain't nothing weird about this guy.
and post it up on my site on my channel.
You touch me.
Maybe
But
when go ahead.
if I run across it in the future, I'll try to get it edited and posted up. It's
I will call you on the radio.
was it my spring recipe or my fall recipe? I can't remember what. I have a recipe for every season.
Give me your recipes. They sound tasty.
Do you like sweet potatoes, Burnside?
Fuck yeah, I like sweet potatoes.
Oh, then you'll love my sweet.
pie.
You'll like my
Ooh,
sweet
yeah.
potato casserole.
Oh, fuck yeah, sweet
There
potato
we go.
pie. God damn, give me that and fucking Guinness. Oh, hell yeah.
And I don't put marshmallows on top. Instead, I put ground up pecans on top and some brown sugar and throw that bitch in the oven.
There we go. That's how we do it in the South.
Hi, guys.
Mmm, tasty.
Looking for a manual. Found it.
Yeah, I like sweet potato pie, sweet potato casserole, sweet potato tarts.
So, I was hoping.
My cat is watching me intently. Let's see, chicken and dumpling.
You're saying.
I don't make homemade dumplings. I actually buy really cheap,
Get your hands off me, though.
pre-put together biscuit
Please.
in the
What are you
pan,
done from lately? Romance
and
Carly? No?
I boil up the chicken
Whatever
quarters,
Manuel is, Carly's
put
gonna
them in the
want
fridge overnight,
a lot more than he
along
wants
with
you
the
to
broth
say.
overnight, so that I can skim off the fat.
So,
And I debone the
What are
chicken.
you watching?
It's Supernatural. I debone the chicken, then I rip it up into shreds, put it back into the fresh boiling broth. I add some lemon pepper to the broth. Not too much, but just enough. And then while it's boiling, you take the biscuit dough and you rip it off into small little ripped off pieces and you toss it in there and it plumps up and you stir it as you're going. Oh my god, that shit's delicious. I can just see Burnside right now dabbing his mouth with like the napkin because he's drooling all over the place.
Food. Fuckers are making me hungry.
Hey, they say the way to a man's stomach is, or heart is through his stomach, right?
Yeah.
I think I've already made my point with being able to cook.
Cooking is a valuable skill.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
I also know how to make beef stew.
Nice.
Beef stews are awesome.
So thick that the spoon will stand up.
There you go.
Nice.
That's a good winter staple there.
Let's see what else. I can, as I mentioned earlier, I know how to make Chinese food. I have the recipes. I can make stir fry. I can make homemade fried rice. Let's see. I make. There, I turned the TV down. General Tso's chicken, orange chicken, sweet and sour chicken and or pork, Kung Pao chicken. Let's see. Beef and broccoli, beef pepper steak, cube steak. I could probably learn how to make chicken with cashews.
I'm a big fan of cashews.
I am too. I have cashew milk in the fridge right now.
I gotta go do my rounds.
Go do them nasty ass rounds.
Making me fucking hungry.
I got one of those slap chop thingies.
Oh, it seems we're making a little Moxley hungry.
Yeah, I got one of those slap chop apparatuses things for chopping up nuts and stuff like that. And what I like to do is whenever I have like the homemade vanilla variety ice cream from Bluebell, it pairs really well with cashews. Also the vanilla bean varieties also pair well with the cashews. Hell, why not? So the Dutch chocolate, it's not bad with cashews. Yeah, I prefer it more with like peanuts or almonds or something like that. But it's okay.
Let's see. I can make a really good tater tot casserole. Ground beef, mixed vegetables, cream of potato soup, tater tots on top, and then cheese.
There you go. There's an egg casserole that I do sometimes around Easter time. It was something my mom always used to make. So you mix sour cream with eggs in a large mixing bowl. You pour that out, and then you place the really big canned chilies. You lay those on top, and you bake it 375 for I think it's like 45 minutes. I got it written down somewhere. Okay, this guy has got his shit together as far as his operation. He's got all these little fancy clamping tools. Most of the time I see these guys who do all the casting, all their shit's homemade. This guy looks like he's got some like He's got the cash to buy the cool the crucible clamps. He's got this big ass pile of aluminum ingots, so he does this shit a lot. This is probably something that he does professionally. This is not a hobby. He does not have a hobbyist set up. Man, I wish I had a little plot of land where I could do this kind of stuff all the time. Casting is something that looks like it's up my alley. I wouldn't mind like a ceramics kiln either. That would be something really badass. I wasn't the greatest at throwing clay when I was in school, but I certainly had a lot of fun doing that. Dude, he's got little hinges on his forms.
Let's see. I also make a mean meatloaf. I actually made, when I was in Oklahoma, there was a chick that she said she hated meatloaf. But when she tried mine, she actually liked it.
Right. 9 times out of 10, when somebody claims that they hate meatloaf, it's because they've only had lousy meatloaf in the past. So I never fully trust somebody when they say, "Oh, I don't like meatloaf." Well, you had good meatloaf. 9 times out of 10, the answer is usually no. They haven't had good meatloaf. So yeah, I always call bullshit when somebody says that.
Oh, Moxley's never had meatloaf. Poor thing.
You gotta have meatloaf sometime, and have good meatloaf. Bad meatloaf will turn you off of meatloaf for life. That's why you get a lot of people who say they don't like meatloaf because they've had lousy meatloaf. Find somebody who makes it well.
I make mine pretty damn well. I've never had any complaints.
Yeah, when you know what you're doing, meatloaf is like really, really good. And then you can use the meatloaf later for like meatloaf sandwiches and like. Oh wow, these things look really cool. Still like geometric patterns.
Okay, Little Moxley wants to know what makes a meatloaf good. Okay, well, first of all, you need a good meat. Jesus Christ, Burnside, mute yourself before you leave.
It sounds like he's cutting apart a chair. So you were saying, Tara?
What makes a good meatloaf is to have a nice lean meat so that when you're cooking it, you're not cooking away all the fat and you're left with nothing. You want mostly meat. So you get a nice lean meat. If you get it in the tubes, get the ones with the green label. And then you want to add some egg, 1 or 2, depending on how many pounds you have, some bread or cracker crumbs, some chopped up onion, preferably decent size so that if you're serving it to people that don't like it, they can remove it. Some bell pepper, and a lot of people I know like it when you put when it's almost done, you put some mustard, some ketchup on there so it has a nice ketchupy crust.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I like putting cheese into it because I love cheese. I die for cheese. I live for cheese. Cheese is everything.
When it comes to ketchup, I prefer spicy ketchup.
That can be done too. And then when you cook it, when it gets close to being done, what you want to do, because sometimes you can overcook the outside because you're trying to cook the inside. So what you do is you cut it up about 3/4 of the way through. You cut it into, sections, like 4 sections, depending on the size of the pan. You cut it up into those sections and you tilt the pan using pot holders, people. Don't burn yourself and be stupid like I have in the past. So that the oil from the meat gets in there and it helps cook the meat. And then you put it back in the oven for the remainder of the time. And cooking your meatloaf also, the amount of meat you have, how big your meatloaf is, how thick it is, depends on the cooking time. And generally, I cook everything at like 400 degrees because it's just a nice in-between of some of the other temperatures for other foods. But that's generally how you get your meatloaf nicely cooked thoroughly through.
Yeah, most people, when it turns out bad, it's because they've managed to cook it too dry, and
Yeah.
it's inconsistent throughout. I'm watching this channel from this guy named Brian Oltrogge, Oltrogge, and he seems to really love the 3D printing technique. I imagine he's going to use that the hardened sand stuff to make a mold.
So yeah, I can also make, really good mashed potatoes. Sorry, I'm trying to get my friend to type into the chat, and he's like, there's a chat? It's a YouTube video.
Yeah. Looks like he's skipping the CO2 hardened sand technique, and he's going straight for the green sand. Which is kind of an interesting name because the sand that he's using is actually red, but it's a term for that ceramicists use for when they refer to greenware. It's stuff that hasn't been fired. It's like pretty much.
Honestly, it's actually not that hard to cook. It's just having common sense in the kitchen. Like, don't be a dumb fuck like me today and burn yourself with almost completely hot oil.
Yeah. So think about what you're doing. Don't get into a hurry, and certainly, cooking is something that it's an investment in time because you're producing something that you're going to consume.
The thing that takes the longest when it comes to cooking is the prep.
Yeah, prep is 3/4 of the operation.
Like today, I made pan-seared steak. Moxley goes, "Oh, that explains a lot. I'm a moron." I made pan-seared snake, fried potatoes, sautéed and fried onion, and just nuked some green beans. Because, again, I'm on a diabetic diet, so a lot of the stuff I like to eat, I can't. Because I've got to drop about 100 pounds. Well, I want to drop 100 pounds. My doctor would just be happy to see me back at my 220. I want to be lower than that. I want to go back to 160, which is the weight I was in high school. Maybe I'll bring my bike over here. I live right next to a park that I can do Pokemon hunting and stuff like that, and it has trails, so maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. My dad was really good at making ice cream.
Ice cream is, oh, I love homemade ice cream.
Oh yeah, every summer he would make it, and we'd have one time because my mom got such a good deal on some watermelons. He took chunks of the watermelon and put it in there, and we had watermelon ice cream.
There you go.
Congratulations. You guys are going to be so hungry. I took a whole bunch of time to dig through the fridge and make my freaking food.
Well,
Now we're talking about watermelon ice cream.
Oh, I know somewhere that would sell very well.
Well, see, when I was a kid, my mom got, bought a shitload, and I mean a shitload of watermelons.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to where we couldn't eat the watermelon no more. So he decided he was going to take the watermelon and cut it up, and he put it into in with the heavy cream and stuff like that for the ice cream.
That's funny.
So we ended up with watermelon ice cream.
That's funny.
Everyone's still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Oh, next time you go to do your rounds, mute yourself, please. Because when you come in and out, we hear that door and it does its hiss.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Really
okay.
Burnside, name some food and I'll tell you if I can cook it or not.
All right. There's two foods I've had lately that I really love. One, Nightcrow's fucking fondeo soup. That was fucking
Well,
heaven.
I don't know what that is, so.
that sounds good.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
It's definitely from the more Hispanic side of the family.
I've got to get you.
Welcome, Nightcrow.
Yep. What's up?
Yeah, Nightcrow. I got to get you my pozole recipe. You're gonna love it.
Let's see here. There's also braised lamb. I've really got a thing for braised lamb.
I've never cooked lamb, but I'm willing to give it a try.
All right.
Lamb
I
with
can't
mint
eat lamb.
sauce.
Gave that up when I was like 4.
Oh, did you have a pet lamb?
No, it was a spiritual thing.
Ah. I love me some mutton. My stepmother, I can't stand the bitch. But I'll give her this. She can make some mean fucking mutton. Oh my god, I'm looking at my Facebook and zookeeper arrested after trying to molest 500-pound male gorilla. The zookeeper looks like a fucking gorilla.
What in the hell? Hold on, I've got to see this. That sounds hysterical.
Give me a second. Let me pull it up. And I will send you the link in the side chat.
All right. Good Lord.
Gosh. It's always something new. Some idiot doing some shit. Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Guy decides he's got to go fuck a gorilla. Oh my god.
All right, here you go. Where am I hearing the wind coming from?
Not mine.
6.
I might hear my AC. I don't know.
Probably 6 then.
Okay, you have a window unit behind you?
No,
No.
it's a central air.
Oh, lucky you. Central Air is awesome.
All right, here you go. There's the link.
Awesome.
You got to scroll down and look at the zookeeper. He looks like a fucking gorilla.
Oh, I think Mickey showed me this before. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Did you watch the Skyrim casting video?
Not yet, no. I spent a good portion of today actually sleeping.
Okay.
I even put the link in the chat because I'm sure they're all wondering, you know, if he really looks like a gorilla.
Hold on.
I actually make a pretty decent roast squirrel.
Since you live in Florida, you got any good fish recipes?
Well, I've been experimenting with catfish because a lot of people here in Florida, or mostly the South, they like their catfish fried. Well,
I love my catfish. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
trying to cut out almost all fried foods. You know, except for like French fries, which I try and cook those in the oven instead of in the deep fryer. So I've experimented with some quote unquote fish seasoning, and it was okay, but it overpowered the flavor of the fish itself. So when it comes to my cooking shark, I tend to use some garlic and lemon pepper.
Nice.
And it turns out pretty good. I will also use just some straight up sea salt and black pepper. Or just, and I like to grill it, you know, wrap it in some aluminum foil and let it cook on its own. I don't put it straight on a grill. I don't stick a stick through the entire thing because I don't exactly like the bones.
A lot of fish you can't do that because it has this tendency to want to disintegrate.
Yeah.
That's a pity.
So
when it comes to fish,
at my aunt, at our river place, I have where we have this like George Foreman grill. And so that I wrap the fish in the aluminum foil and put it on the grill. And I let it sit there for like 10 minutes, maybe. And then I pull it off and it's cooked. And it's really tasty. Now, there's a fish that they say has no flavor. It's nasty. It's called bluefish. And I'll tell you, a lot of people are like, oh, let's just, you know, constantly grab fish by the mouth. No, you don't grab this fish by the mouth. It has piranha teeth. I am not joking.
Cool.
Piranha fucking teeth. I know a guy that it took the tip of his finger off.
Nice.
Those fish you actually want to grab by the gills.
Yeah.
So I put some fish seasoning on there, and I put a little too much. but it was edible. It actually tasted good to me. I ate it instead of the redfish I had caught.
Wow.
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Red fish, blue fish, green fish.
Never seen a green fish.
Mm. Interesting.
Watching bronze casting all week. I could think I'm gonna move over to 10 casting.
Nitro, is there any foods that you like to cook? Specifically?
Well, I guess I've been really on a whole making my homemade mac and cheese binge lately. You can ask Burns. I've made it for like 3 times in a row now. Then
Oh man. Mm.
definitely enjoy making homemade like Reese peanut butter cups or something.
Ooh,
pretty
you're
fucking
gonna have to
enjoyable.
make that when I come to visit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm down.
Oh, he got it fucking nailed. His prototype was absolutely delicious. It's just
It's still in the beta phase, but it'll get there.
yeah.
Definitely could use a woman's hand on that. So your baking skills would be definitely
It
appreciated.
needs just a little bit of a finer touch because oh man, the diabetes was strong with that.
Oh my god, yeah, it was totally diabetic. Yeah, it was so fucking weird.
God.
Okay, so if turns out I'm diabetic, I can only have a very small piece.
All right, that's fair. I'm pretty sure there might be a way to, I don't know, tone it down somehow.
Well,
Figure something out.
what we can do is instead of using regular sugar in it, we can use stevia or Truvia. You use less than half the amount of it than you do sugar, and it tastes exactly the same.
Mmm.
I've been using Truvia for actually a couple years now. Instead of using sugar when it comes to like putting sugar on my cereal and stuff. I buy the packets so that I don't put too much on my cereal. But it tastes just like sugar.
Hmm.
When something tells me add sugar, I add Truvia.
Ah, crap! I gotta do my rounds. I'll be back. Hmm.
I've been slowly perfecting my risotto parmigiano recipe using the short grain rice. Trick is you can build up a cream in the rice without actually adding any cream to it. But you keep adding water as soon as the water's worked itself into the rice, and you add a little more water each time, so it develops kind of a cream to it, sort of a creaminess to it. And all you're doing is adding more water to bring out more of the starch from the rice grains.
Well, Nicro wanted to use what I use to make yellow rice when I actually make it, by hand. And I've forgotten again what the fuck I use. Lately, I've just been buying the packets of yellow rice that has everything already mixed in and just throw it into the rice cooker.
I usually whenever I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but I use a turmeric powder. A bit of with a bit of cayenne pepper to give it a little bit of spiciness, but not too much. And I season it with a little bit of sea salt. Goes well whenever I make a curry chicken that I like to make.
Yeah, Roxy's husband likes to make curry chicken, but it tears up my stomach.
Yeah, curry's not for everybody, but I've always enjoyed it.
Well, it could be just the way he makes it, because everybody makes it different.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Japanese are gonzo for curry.
Oh yeah, they are. So I make a version of curry chicken. I actually have a video of it on my primary channel. I don't know if yeah, I think yeah, it's no longer privatized. So you can watch it sometime if you want. It's the version that I make for other people. It's not the version that I make for myself. The version that I make for myself is considerably more spicy. I use a lot more serrano pepper. And yeah, the stuff I make is normally is borderline nuclear as far as the spice goes. Okay, I'm watching this guy. He's casting a bronze hatchet, and not just the hatchet head. He's doing the entire thing, handle and all. Which is going to be tough because he's probably going to get a massive air bubble.
A friend of mine just asked me, because she doesn't have a YouTube account. I'm like, all you need is a Google account. She's like, did I get one of those? I was like, it's just a Gmail or a Hotmail. She goes, what the heck is a Hotmail? I was like, it's old school Gmail.
Yeah, it's Microsoft's Gmail. I still have a Hotmail account that I use sometimes.
Trying to convince a friend to come down and visit me from Georgia. And he's like, maybe I could be persuaded. I go, I could make my chili. And I bet you he's going to be like,
Yeah. Georgia, I believe they invented peach cobbler.
Ooh, yeah, peach cobbler's good. Oh, that's something else I know how to make. I'll mention it when Burnside gets back, but I know how to make homemade apple pie.
There you go.
I still gotta learn how to craft pies.
So I don't make very many pies, but when I do, it's usually an apricot and walnut.
Yeah, my uncle likes it when I make apple pie. We also make cobbler. We have the 1 cup pound cake, where it's 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar. I don't remember how many eggs. and then you bake it. But we also make the Bisquick cobbler, where pretty much you throw a whole bunch of fruit into the bottom of a greased pan and then mix up some Bisquick and pour it on top.
Yeah, that's the cheap and easy way to make it.
One time with the apple pie, I decided I was going to go fancy, and because we get the pre-rolled pie crusts, and I cut my pie crust up and I made the lattice work pie crust, and my uncle was like, "Hey, you really got into this." I was like, and it was actually for Christmas that I did it. Let's see what else.
My mom used to make a really, really awesome pecan pie.
I can't type tonight. I took off my glasses because they were pushing up against my head with my headphones. And now I'm having a hard time texting and shit.
Thankfully, no more elevators have broken. And no more dumbasses have gotten caught on them.
I told my friend, she asked what Gmail's good for, and she goes, besides YouTube, I go almost anything online. Google owns all. She goes, not me. I said, they do. You just don't know it yet.
You're probably right about that. Sad and true. Google owns a good fucking chunk of the internet.
And she sent this gif of a dog staring at you with big ass eyes. It's like zooming in on the dog. The dog looks like a Cody, Katrina's dog.
Lol.
You know those little plastic pirate swords you see at Walmart?
Yeah.
This guy is making a cast of one of those to make it an aluminum version.
Oh, fun.
I'm surprised my uncle doesn't watch these videos and do this shit. He's got a whole bunch of aluminum ingots at the house.
Got what?
The ingots?
Yeah.
What kind of ingots?
Aluminum.
How much?
A lot. I know he has a bucket of them.
How much for
Nice.
per ingot?
Are you wondering how much to buy them?
I might.
I don't know how much he would sell them for. I'd have to ask him when he gets back into town.
I'm into like metallurgy, so.
On occasion, he'll get, a wild hair up his butt, and he'll take all the beer cans and soda cans and melt them down.
This guy has some of the raunchiest looking green sand I've ever seen, but it works. It's just, doesn't have to be pretty green sand to work.
Into the arresting.
Let's see.
Is everyone done talking about food for now? Now that I've scarfed my face.
No. What else would you like for me to make when I come up there? Because I can tell you how I make it now.
Other than that, I'm not too picky. It's like the only two things I've really got my heart set on is braised lamb and what the hell did I talk about? That orange chicken, I believe you were talking about. That sounds damn delicious.
Yeah, and I use real orange in it.
Fucking sweet.
And real orange juice. Although at home, usually I have some Sunny D.
Nice.
So I told my friend that, you know, she is owned, and I laughed at her, and she puts up a gif of Simba crying over his dead dad. And she goes, I have to say, my owners are not taking very good care of me. Who do I call? PETA?
PETA, yeah.
That's funny. They're more likely.
I could more like the ASPCA.
ASPCA, much better organization.
Oh, definitely.
PETA, I mean, it's been proven, including ex-PETA members, showing where they purposely go and harm the animals. You know, they have people working there that harm the animals so that they can be all evil about it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they're notorious for filling dumpsters in the back of convenience stores up with the dead bodies of all the animals
that they've killed.
The thousands of animals they euthanize every year.
Jesus.
Like there was a pig farm that they went to, and they had some people there they of course had like hidden cameras, and they had people there that were like just using a cattle prod on the pigs for fun. And turned out the people using the cattle prods on the pigs worked for PETA.
No, it doesn't fucking surprise me.
Yeah, they certainly are certainly not the most scrupulous bunch out there, and they're a bunch of charlatans.
Oh, absolute charlatans, man.
That's why I don't trust PETA when it comes to anything. Like when I was in a group that was, you know, vegans versus meat eaters, and they're like, PETA this, PETA that, PETA this, PETA that. And I was like, you do realize that they're just as much fakes as you guys are, right?
Yeah. I've never really liked vegans. I enjoy the delicious dead animals that
One of them claimed that she was a stripper, and she was vegan, and she had this ghetto booty from hell. And I'm like, okay, every vegan that I have seen, including Ellen DeGeneres, yeah, they are emaciated as fuck, and they admit that they have to take extra vitamins.
Yeah, because most of the meats that naturally we can eat, you know, like regular animal fat and just you know, the meat that you can eat off of an animal normally has proteins and a couple essential vitamins, so that you don't have to take a whole bunch of vitamins.
And then they're like, oh, you should never feed your baby meat, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you do realize that meat has enzymes in it to create higher brain function, right?
Yeah, that's why they're typically kind of. It's like, yeah, sure, raise someone on nothing but plants. Yeah, you're gonna have something to supplement that. No thanks.
So what really pisses me off is the people who try to feed their pets that are supposed to be carnivorous.
Yeah,
like cats and dogs. A vegan diet that really pisses
that's
me
animal
off.
cruelty, man.
Yeah, once one of them on there decided to sneakily get into my Facebook page and dox my ass, I was done. Because he went and stole a bunch of pictures of me and my aunt we go to the beach every year. around the time of my mom's death / birthday because she died 4 days before her 50th birthday.
Damn.
And so we go to the beach to celebrate her life. And usually we go to this place called Barefoot Bill's and have a hamburger. And, we get some, a ring or a necklace or something at this one Irish silver workshop. We go along the beach, we hang out at the beach, and we generally go and have an ice cream cone as we're leaving. And in one of the pictures, we had someone take a picture of us. Well, they decided to choose that picture to pick on me. And I was like, they're like, I hope that ice cream was lactose free. And I'm like, actually, it was Greek yogurt, but okay. Frozen Greek yogurt. So,
Ugh.
I mean, I wasn't, doing it for, I like yogurt. I can't fucking stand yogurt. I was doing it because I'm lactose intolerant. And they tried to claim that I'm lactose intolerant because my body isn't made to drink animal milk.
That's actually true. Typically, I think we just grow out of that phase where we don't really require like milk like that. Because even I have a stomach issue with digesting milk, and it's not that rare, I guess.
It's a lot of Native Americans are lactose intolerant.
That might make sense.
And I'm part Native American.
And I didn't get that particular gene. I did get the no facial hair gene, but I did not get the lactose intolerant gene.
Yeah, with me it's the opposite. I definitely got facial hair, but I definitely can't handle that milk.
You two are ass backwards.
Yeah, we're an interesting pair, aren't we?
Well, with 23andMe, I guess according to the papers, technically I'm 30% Native American.
You have a higher percentage of Native American than I do.
I have yet to find one of these ancestry or DNA things that actually does this shit for free. Because I would really like to get the blood work that shows my Native American percentage so that when I die, I can be burned on a funeral pyre.
When I die, I think maybe I'll get turned into a tree. Do something nice for the earth or something.
Well, see, I'll let them harvest my organs and everything because I'm an organ donor.
Oh, okay.
But I want the rest of me burned on a funeral pyre beneath the moon.
When I die, I want to hire a bunch of jugglers.
To juggle your body parts?
No, to juggle during the funeral procession when they're hauling me out to my plot. I want a line of jugglers, at least 60 of the bastards.
My friend is Harrowin. Hers is my favorite. When I die, just throw my body into the woods near a park, let some kids discover me and scar them for life.
Sure.
I'm like, why not just donate your body to a body farm? Just like, this is more fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 60 jugglers.
I don't care what my family says. Somebody better play "Love You to Death" by Typo Never.
Not any of those damn stick guys either.
We'll cut up your body parts, that way they can juggle your limbs back and forth to each other.
Yeah, they're going to be either juggling bowling pins or balls.
Why not,
Juggling bowling pins?
knives and axes and flames?
Or maybe knives. Yeah, knives would be. I need at least one guy doing knives. One guy doing the torches.
Ooh. Better yet, we could have a guy juggling loaded guns.
I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody being buried with me. Nobody's going to steal my thunder.
Hmm.
It's my day, damn it.
Burnside, now we're gonna go riding to Valhalla.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna ride that fucking crazy ass 8-legged horse across that rainbow bridge, and then I will have beer for all eternity. Damn good beer on top of that.
We're just warriors. We need a warrior's death.
Who says I'm not dragging you to the Elysian Fields with me?
Good luck riding that horse. I hear that thing rides like a NASCAR.
Nah, Elysian Fields, you just step right through.
Okay, this man has managed to make an aluminum version of one of those Walmart pirate swords. Those flimsy little Walmart pirate swords.
I could have sworn we brought this up last time when we were on.
Oh yeah, I was watching bronze that time. I'm watching aluminum this time.
Oh, okay.
I like watching the guy that does aluminum casting of anthills.
No,
Yeah, those
fuck
are-
that.
Hmm.
No, I'm an entomologist. I love my ants.
Okay, now this guy's cutting pineapples in half with this thing.
Yay.
Wonder why they call them pineapples.
This is from the Spanish. They call them piñas.
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Okay. That actually makes sense then.
Hmm.
Interesting enough, when they're making mezcal and tequila, the agave plant, the blue agave plant, what they end up as far as the actual plant matter that they end up
We're
cooking,
bad guys. It's what we do.
extracting the sugar from, is it looks like a pineapple, so they call it the piña.
Hmm.
It's really fascinating the way they did. I was in Mexico one time on one of these little independent mezcal distilleries, and they were doing it. They had a demonstration doing it the old school way of fermenting it in the cavity of the piña,
Mm-hmm.
and they had samples of the mezcal. Oh my gosh, nectar from the gods.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So yeah, if I were given the choice between tequila and mezcal, I would go mezcal every time.
I'll have to give that a shot.
Okay, now this guy is making I'm assuming that this guy is going to be making some real size from Raphael the Ninja Turtle.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
I think
Nice.
he's going to be using the toy size that you get. Yeah, he's cut one of those toy size in half. Now he's going to make a mold to cast metal versions of them.
No, that should be entertaining.
That's pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, he's making really badass real size out of these cheap plastic toys. I think that's if I had my own little green sand cast set up, this is the kind of shit I'd be doing. I'd be taking cheap toys and making them into real weapons.
Yeah, send that our way. That sounds interesting. What's he casting these suckers on? Is he using just is he using steel or anything fun like that, or is he just making a?
I think he's using aluminum because it's because it's cheap and it has a fairly low melting point.
I see it.
Hey, Burnside, I see you're enjoying my new MAGA friends.
Oh, it's absolutely fucking hysterical. I seen I had like 30 notifications. Like, what the hell?
You're
And yeah,
welcome.
I owe you one for that. It's like I got 2 new friends just from insults alone and fucking rant lines.
Did you see the Pantifa thing I sent you?
Yes, I want that fucking picture. I was like, holy shit, that's hysterical.
I snagged either way. I told him like I'm snagging that shit.
That's fucking awesome. You know that fucking sticker that's up at Exit? You know what? I think we'll have to replace it with that Pantifa New York sticker.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So I don't think I'll be able to get the corset and all, but that's okay. I can either wear the plaid sketty strap top I have, or I can wear this red fuzzy sketty strap top and still have my hair looking like Harley.
You have to send me a picture. It sounds like it's something cool.
Well, I'll be going over to Roxy's tomorrow, so I'll grab my duffel bag that I have my black pleather pants in, and I'll put on the ensemble, and I'll have Katrina take a picture.
All right, cool.
And I'll send it to you, and I'll send you a picture of me in my mini skirt too.
Ooh, kinky.
The mini skirt, if I decide to wear it, I'd have to definitely wear Spanx underneath.
Oh, definitely wear something underneath, just in case it gets cold, because the weather tends to fluctuate out there.
Well, I'm gonna wear the pants and the skirt, but for the skirt, I think I'll stitch on like hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades.
Nice.
That way, it's kind of obvious who I am.
Nice. Should be interesting.
If I do the red fuzzy top, I'll stitch in one of the pictures of Harley Quinn. She's in a corset type top with a star on one boob and a heart on the other. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, Bird.
Send you the picture.
I just got it. Yeah, he's doing. This looks interesting. Doing Raphael's size. Illumitube.
And according to a lot of these pictures, I can still do the pink and blue hair, which is colors I already have, with blonde hair with the red and black outfit.
Okie doke. That'll work. Yeah, Scoop now seems to be hellbent on getting the pair of us to dress up for DC.
Here, I'll send it to you on Discord.
Okie dokie.
This is the Harley Quinn I'm going for. That's why I want to do the red and black hair.
Nice revamp on a classic.
That's why I wanted the zip-up corset.
Right, because that would match the design.
Yeah.
I really like
But there's
this.
so many different variations.
I really like this guy's
Mhm.
brand of red sand. I need to get me some of that. I think it's called oil sand or something like that.
That red stuff he's using?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, we could, you know, if I had the body, we could do this.
Hmm.
Mega Victoria. Yeah. That's what we gotta call it.
I gotta make a meme for that one. I've been saying that for God knows how long, and I'm just like, I need something that fits it.
I had the body, we could do that, but I don't have that body.
But I hate his whole outfit in general, get up for that film. He's just I mean, he's definitely got the crazy part down, but the whole rest of it's like cheap fucking discount wop stereotypical gangbanger.
Yeah, I hated what Jared Leto did to the Joker.
And like I like how Harley's looks, but it's like she looks too much like a prostitute.
Heath Ledger.
Definitely Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger for the fucking win. Best Joker ever. Except for the classic.
Agreed.
I'm surprised I haven't had a supervisor or anybody show up. It's been fucking dead today.
You take Romero's jacket, you put on Ledger's Joker, and that's the perfect Joker.
I mean, I like the classic Harley Quinn look, but I don't feel like making that outfit.
Yeah, that would be a difficult one to make, but yeah, I feel
No,
you.
it's not difficult. I just don't feel like making it because it needs to be skin tight stuff, and I don't have the body for skin tight right now.
Right. No worries. But yeah, 6, I think you are right, because that would be Heath Ledger's character in the original purple and green suit, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, Heath Ledger is like #1 for my Joker,
Mm-hmm.
but the classic that I fucking love, and he did it so good.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's just because Jack Nicholson has that natural crazy.
Yeah, he's definitely a good, pretty much the second one for me as well. He's up there. And that one scene where they're fucking painting all his paintings, oh my god, I became fucking, oh shit, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Who was the guy that did the Joker in the 90s Batman movies they did?
The only one that played the Joker with Michael Keaton was Jack Nicholson, and that was only in one movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the Batman cartoon, and that was Mark Hamill was the voice.
Yeah, and he still does the
Mark
voice.
Hamill fucking nails it, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For a lot of people, Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker, but for me, Mark Hamill is the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching the most recent Star Wars movie, and the entire time, all I could, he's talking, all I can hear is the Joker.
I think that is a really great missed opportunity. Is Ryan Johnson should have gotten Mark Hamill to do a Joker-fied Luke Skywalker.
What would happen if we got a combination of the Joker and Luke Skywalker?
We'd have Mark Hamill.
Wow,
Good one.
these sides are turning out really nice.
Mega Victoria.
Hell yeah, Mega Victoria. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta send this one to you, dude. This is fucking hysterical.
Not sure I dig the electrical
Although
tape
they
for
should
the,
they should apply this meme to Sweden.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
you
I'll
should
go
have
with
done
my idea of how to do Harley Quinn because there doesn't. I mean, there's the main ways, but I'm seeing a lot of different comic book variations. Like there's actually the anti-hero Harley Quinn. Where like she has a
Anti-hero Harley Quinn?
Yeah, she has a cape and everything.
Interesting.
Here, give me a second. I'll find another image of it and send it to you.
Okie dokie.
oh, this guy's making karambit knives out of brass bullet shells.
I want to make silver bullets for the fuck of it.
Yeah. I'll need it for those goddamn vampires and werewolves.
I've seen some videos of that shit with some like silver bullets. That's raw as fuck.
Yeah, that just came up on my feed, and I was like, this needs to be memed to Sweden. Instead of like Dear America, say Dear Sweden, don't forget to pay your taxes this year. We need to buy shit. that literally that would fit perfectly for fucking Sweden. I shit you not. It was like, I get the comedy, but right idea, wrong place.
Interesting.
I gotta go
This
do
guy's
rounds
using-
again.
This guy's using a printed photograph of a karambit knife. Yeah, it looks like that's very creative. What he's doing is he's got this picture that he printed of a karambit knife, a life-size picture, and it looks like he is gluing it to some foam board. Or he made an outline on some foam board, and that's what he's going to be using to make the blank. That's very creative. That saves a lot. That saves a lot of steps. Some of these guys are really creative the way they do this shit. Oh, has anybody seen the Pacific Rim 2?
I haven't yet.
No, I haven't even seen Pacific Rim.
I saw it the other day. It's not as good as the first one, but it's not bad. There were some obviously cringy parts to it, but it wasn't bad. I thought I was gonna hate it, like straight off really hate it, but oh cool. Very clever. He stacked 3 pieces of foam right up on top of each other, so he can make multiples. Good thinking. Oh, I see what he's doing with this. Okay, what he's doing, why he made multiples, is so he could make the handle material at the same time, so he doesn't have to come up with separate pieces after the fact. Very creative. I like the way this guy thinks. If it is a guy, you can't really tell for certain if it's a guy. So I'm not listening to the sound. And whoever this is wearing long sleeves and gloves. So could be a chick that's doing this, but I don't know.
So Nightcrow, why aren't you coming to more?
I don't know. Micros usually gets other shit to do between work and other crap.
Oh, you should come.
I don't even know if I have much to gain out of it.
You get to beat me.
Well, what do I gain out of that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm always down to do some fucking brawl with some Antifa idiots or some shit, but I don't know. At the same time, you don't want to get in trouble by the popo.
Yeah, the popo suck.
Looks like he's got some various rifle.
I love this. There's this one image that someone drew of the original Harley Quinn punching the Margot Robbie version in the face.
Let me see. Let me see.
That's funny. Let me pause this.
Here, I'll do a screen share.
Yeah.
This ought to be funny. I definitely like the Eileen Sorkin.
I remember hearing about this anti-hero one. Everyone was complaining because it was supposed to be, it was originally supposed to be black and red, and someone changed it to red and blue for some reason. I don't know if
because blue turns up better than black.
Okay.
That's what's good.
That's
I like that.
That's one of the reasons why the Hulk actually, in his first issue, started out as gray.
And he was supposed to be gray, but the gray didn't show up well. It was showing up more as black. So they made him green.
Yeah,
it was something with the printer where they printed it out and it was like, God, this is terrible, or it printed out green instead of gray or something.
And for the reason why Luke Skywalker's lightsaber is green in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, here we go. Burnside, take a look at my screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
We have to do that.
No, don't get yourself shut down. But yeah, that's hysterical.
If they shut me down for that, they can kiss my ass.
Yeah, one of the reasons why Luke Skywalker's lightsaber is green in Return of the Jedi is because of the scenes where they're out on the barge on Tatooine. They needed a color of the lightsaber that would stand out against the blue sky background, and the original blue lightsaber didn't do that, so they switched to green instead, and they got a lightsaber.
Well, that's because they were using blue screens at the time.
Yeah. So that's why, because the green actually stood out more than the blue. Let's see here.
That's me when you go to work.
Yeah. There's a lot more billboards all over town that no one's blown up yet. Yeah, just about none. And that's comical and ironic as hell. It talks about billboards in particular, because funny thing, I've thought about doing some goofy stuff with billboards because I'm tired of seeing all of these stupid bureaucrats have their billboards up like vote for me, and it's like, how about y'all vote my foot into your ass?
Oh, there we go.
So he's scooping off the dross or slag. Some people call it slag. Other people call it dross.
I think I've said that
But-
to you before,
Slag.
Burnside.
Yeah. And I was like, what the hell was that?
That's funny. Pours the
Giggity.
brass in. Jumps out the other side by pushing out the styrofoam.
What were you
Hold on,
laughing
go back
at?
to that. Go back to that other one, the previous one.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it pulled up so I can see what it says. I don't have my glasses on.
Was that looks like me just about every night. I'm just like, I'm fucking tired from dealing with these idiots. I want to go to bed, and you're like, but I'm up all the time. Talk to me and do things. I'm like, I'm motherfucking tired.
I want to read it.
See if you can click on it and make it larger.
I am. There we go.
Oh. Oh, another work-related one. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, I was in line to get my tickets for Pacific Rim 2, and the song that pops up in the end credits, that sort of slow song with the chick singing, that was actually playing in the movie theater lobby. And I remarked to the girl that was checking out the tickets. Said, I know this song. I've heard this song recently. I just can't place it. And she says, I think this is the song that was in the end credits of Suicide Squad. And I was like, damn, good memory.
I don't know if I'll be spending money to go see Pacific Rim 2. It was an alright movie, but I don't think I'll be spending money to go and see a sequel of it. Especially if I gotta worry about the Social Justice Incorporated showing up like it did for the Black Panther movie. It's just such a pain in the ass nowadays to go and watch a regular movie and have some peace and fucking quiet. Like if I watch a movie in the comfort of my of the shoebox nightclub I live in, at least we could sit there and have popcorn and beer and stuff without anybody bantering at us, you know?
Yeah.
Unless, of course, we decide to piss off the neighbors and blare it, but, you know, we're not that unusual.
We need to get a photo like this.
Hey, you know what? Chances are, if Scoob does get the both of us to go through with this whole crazy dress-up thing, chances are we could find a random park bench and do that.
Oh, there's another one I want to do. I like that. Come on, Puddin'. Don't you want to rev up your Harley? Rum, rum. Nah, the one I really want to do.
Yeah, there's been a few times you've done that to me at work, and I'm like, I have to do things.
This is
Not
what
now.
I want. This is what I want. We could do that easy.
Kind of, sort of. That's like a take from what's that? The Farmer and His Wife, or the God, it's that old famous painting.
Yeah, I
What the
know
hell
which one
it's
you're
called.
talking about.
Hmm.
His teeth are wrong in that one.
Hmm.
There we go. We could try that.
If I could swap out the P90 for something else. It's not really my
Fuck you,
favorite
the
gun.
P90 is a great weapon. Fuck off.
I prefer Scorpion with a grip.
You know, my drill sergeant told me I was very weird when I told him one of my favorite guns was the P90.
There we go. I could just do pasties.
I don't think they'd let us in if you had pasties on. Hey, look, it's Sailor Moon cosplay.
Right?
These guys are making aluminum versions of what, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, but Kasurigama.
Oh, you're talking about the scythe that has the chain ball attached to it?
There
Or
you
you're
go,
just talking
Mr.
about
B.
the scythe?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. That one, thankfully, you won't be able to get banned for.
No.
Yeah, the scythe that is a chain ball, that's the Kasurigama. If it's just the scythe, then technically it's a Kama.
Yeah. I think he's going to have the scythe on one side and the chain on the other.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, nice art.
There we go. That is so true. I need that. I need the little Harlequin figurine.
Good luck finding them. Haven't seen those in years.
I have one. I have one at
Nice.
home.
Make sure you keep it. That thing will probably be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, if I could
Mm.
keep it from breaking. I've already had to glue it back together twice.
Oh, if it's not in the package, I ain't gonna be worth squat.
It wasn't in the package when I got it.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's one hell of an engagement ring. Put it on a grenade. He made the engagement ring the pin.
That's actually pretty smart.
He's trying to squeeze us into a form that, in my opinion, is too small for this project. But the bigger you make these things, the more sand you got to use, the heavier they get. So I can kind of understand why he's doing this.
Here's some nice art, Mr. B.
Yeah, but it's the movie Harley, not the regular one. That's the only problem with it.
Oh, I like it. Look at the tattoo at the bottom.
Oh, Jesus. God, stop looking at those before you get your shit shut off. You're going to wind up like Lucky Pop-Tart and get yourself banished for like 2 weeks or something for showing boobs and stuff.
I'll just create another account.
Only some faggot doesn't want to see tits.
or a tattoo that says pudding.
That's actually pretty funny, yeah. I had to squint there for a second. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
Right.
I like this version of the Joker melded with Harley Quinn.
Hmm. That's actually not too bad. So, save a picture of that. Not bad. Oh, shit. Oh.
Stop yawning. It's contagious. Don't you know that?
Well,
It
the
must be,
problem
'cause
is,
now I need to yawn.
I didn't have any cups that I could use for my damn coffee, so I didn't brew any. And I didn't want to deal with having any pop, but I needed to keep my goddamn eyes open.
Hey, next time you talk to
Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
Ajax, thank him for recommending the chicory coffee.
Will do.
Is that made from actual chicory?
Yeah, it has chicory in it. It
That's
has
awesome. I want to try
regular
that.
regular
Aww.
coffee grounds with chicory mixed in.
Where did
It's
you
pretty-
buy it from?
Oh, I just got it from my supermarket.
Chicory's supposed to have some antiviral properties.
Hmm.
Nice.
Mr.
Would you be
B, I need that.
able? See if you might be able to buy it. It looks like it's somebody's like Etsy or something like that. 6, if you can, tell us, give us the name brand and all that stuff and a picture of it. We'll see if we can find it up here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a cute cake topper.
Nice.
Yeah, looks like this guy got a bad pour, but I think he got enough of the aluminum down in there, so it's not gonna suck. But we'll see. He's got a lot of runoff.
I can't wait to be able to do some of our forging and stuff like that. I want to tamper around with making all sorts of different survival knives and combat knives and stuff like that.
Ooh, this is an
There's a
interesting Harley Quinn.
there's a channel you should start watching if you can stomach his energy and his so what I can only describe as like a manic sort of personality. This guy named Alex Steele. He's a British guy.
Burnside, I'll send you the link. You order it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone
get it
know
for you
it
for
turned
your birthday.
malachite into bronze or copper? Yeah, malachite into copper. That's what it was.
Yeah, because malachite has a lot of. That's why it's green.
Yeah,
It has high copper content.
that's right.
It's also a very pretty gemstone.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Probably one of my favorites.
Oh, damn it. All right, gotta do my rounds again. I'll mute this
I
so
gotta
that.
do my round again.
Oh my God! Get me that picture. No, the previous one. Oh my God! I gotta give that to. No, the other one before.
This
I
one?
had two. No, the old people cosplaying. Yeah. Oh my God! That looks like Bill and Emily.
All right, I'll send you the picture if you get me
That
that.
does look like Bill and Emily. Holy
frame.
shit.
Yeah. See, doesn't it look like Bill and Emily? Joker just needs to be a bit shorter. Yeah, it looks like Bill. That's fucking
Now get me my picture frame.
Oh my God. All right. Doing rounds. Oh, fucking hell.
Really wish this guy would use something more fancy than duct tape for the handle.
Yeah, I feel like duct tape on a handle's like, I don't know, a little bit too easy-ish. Nothing much impressive.
I'm not in love with the chain that he's using. This is like the cheap chain that you get for like a children's jungle gym for the swing sets.
I'm not a fan of nylon string as a handle, but it's still a fucking plus comparison to something else. Just comes to loose too easily. Though wrapped in ivory as a handle would be pretty cool. I've seen that
Yeah.
on some swords, but that's pretty fucking dope.
I like a lot of the katana wraps. Those are pretty nice.
Yeah, that's what's up. Bamboo handles are nice. A classic brass handle would be cool. I like the ABS plastic handles they got in some modern day things.
Yeah, this guy is casting Counter-Strike Global Offensive M9 fucking, what do you call them? Bayonet.
Oh, okay.
It's got a 3D printed mold. Doesn't look too bad. He's using the first half, second half kind of thing. Let's see how this turns out. He's got that nice red green sand. The Burnside doing his rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing rounds. Damn fucking rounds.
Mm-hmm. This guy's doing this in his garage. It's a big ass garage. Or as Weezer likes to say, garage. So we just glued the two pieces of the CSGO bayonet together. Put some, looks like brass ingots on top. Lay it down while the glue is drying.
Ugh.
This particular form has seen some action, a lot of burn marks on the side. Well, I'm probably going to have to hop off here. I'm kind of falling asleep watching this guy do his casting stuffs. So you all take it easy and have awesome rest of the stream.
For sure.
All right.
Adios.
All right, we'll see you
Poor
around,
Harley
man.
Quinn. Look at what the Joker does to her after he, gets mad at her for using the whoopee cushion.
Hmm.
Let's see, I want to show you the one figurine I actually have. Shut up. Sadly, I don't have any of the really cool ones.
Hey, Nightcrow.
Yo.
I found a Red Foreman gif.
Where is it?
Take a look.
Oh, God. Red Foreman, that's totally. That's going to be
I
your
don't-
face when you read the paper.
I don't have this little sign, but this is the figurine I have.
Oh, cool.
I have this Harley Quinn figurine.
Whoa. Oh, damn it.
Do you see it, Mr. B?
I'm tired. I got roughly 3 hours to go. Place is pretty well dead, but, rounds and the rest of the crap. Oh, I don't know. Everyone else got anything interesting going on?
Trying to show you the damn figurine I have.
I told you I liked it.
No, I did not hear you say that at all.
Oh. I was wondering why you were pausing for like a good 3 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And you just said, like, waiting. I'm like, what the hell is she waiting for?
I didn't hear you say, "Oh, that's cute."
Fucking Rampai. Anyways, what were you trying to say, Nightcrow?
I wasn't really saying anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Don't tell me now I'm starting to hear things. Unless that's Heinrich Himmler and the boys goose-stepping upstairs to visit. Fucking ghosts in the damn basement.
Well, I guess I'm going to go listen to some music, so I'll let you two do your thing.
All right, I'm probably gonna close down the stream.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you want to show before you go, Nightcrow?
Do I want what?
Show your stuff,
shit,
buddy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Should I type it out, or should I just say it, or?
Oh,
just say it.
All right, I'm Nightcrow. You can find me at my website, which is spiritup111.com. That's 3 1s. Or you can find me on Twitter. My name on there will be Alexander Montoya. My Twitter tag would be at spiritup111. That is also 3 1s.
Okie day. Burnside?
All right, I am the Burnside Film Project. You can find me on YouTube, BitChute, Gab AI, and I'm on Twitter as Burnside_bums. We should have the 4th installment of Backline done by next week if all goes according to plan. And we've got some stuff in the work for the 5th episode. Other than that, same as always.
All right, and of course, I am the great, beautiful, sexy Terracin. Obviously, you have found me on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter, IMVU, and Facebook. I also have an Etsy shop. The link is in the description. Go there, buy my shit so I can go to Chicago or to Moore and I can fuck Burnside's brains out.
Giggity.
I want to leave his brains all splattered across the wall. Just from fucking.
Giggity.
All right. I hope this stream made you hungry. I hope you enjoyed the sharing of my page, of my computer. So everyone, have a good night. Titties.
All right. Good night, guys.